Whenever you're ready, ladies.
Looky here, we have Rita and Carmel backstage in the fort at the Newport Folk Festival.
This has been an amazing first day. Rita, what were your highlights today?
Well, interestingly, there was a family angle on the quad stage, which is kind of the second stage, where St. Vincent, who we're going to talk about in a minute, St. Vincent closed the stage, but who opened the stage this morning? Tuck and Patty. You all remember Tuck and Patty from the early 90s. They were mesmerizing, and of course Tuck is the uncle of Annie Clark. So there's a family connection. Annie watched some of their set, and I saw Tuck and Patty watch some of the St. Vincent set. So Tuck and Patty was wonderful. This is the kit, another one of my highlights this afternoon. It was one of those Newport moments, so here we are on a gorgeous sunny day, and this English band is playing music that is the total opposite of the scene. Intricate, mesmerizing, intense, progressive, really interesting. I love their set. This is the kit today. How about you?
Well, you know, it's funny. There's a lot of like pin drop moments and a lot of quiet today that were just as powerful as the really loud things. And that was some of my favorite moments today, like Moses Sumney, who came out alone on stage. He had a bank of, I think it was 3 microphones and a bunch of looping pedals, and sings in this incredible falsetto, really minimalistic. He was like just totally mesmerizing, and then at the end of it he invited the audience to help him out. So he had half of the audience singing one piece of the song, the other half of the audience singing the other in harmony, and then he was looping along with the audience. It was that was one of my favorite moments today for sure. Another favorite moment of mine was Lucius, who, I don't know if you can maybe confirm or deny this, they were on the main stage today doing a headlining set. I don't know if that's happened yet for Lucius.
I don't think so. They were, of course, with Roger Waters, they've been with Brian, and Newport has just been such a huge part of the Lucius story.
Yes, exactly. But so today, I think this was maybe the most elaborate Lucius show I've ever seen. They had a full string section. They had 3 dancers doing choreographed moves.
I thought the dancers were so cool and so high style.
Right. They were all wearing coordinating outfits. It was almost like you know that coordinating swimming.
Yes,
right. They were almost like wearing
synchronized
swimming.
Yes.
Yeah. So they were wearing like the old school like black sequin bathing caps. So 3 women doing that. But there was a moment during this set, they had, Brandy Carlisle came out and did Dusty Trails with them, which was amazing. But there was also a moment where they brought out a bunch of other friends, Brandy and the Twins, Bedouin, Sharon Van Etten, Nicole Atkins, and Josh Kaufman on guitar, backed by that entire band, singing a Richard Swift song to pay tribute to the late, great Richard Swift.
Newport is so good at just finding those moments and honoring those that have gone, and honoring artists and stuff. One thing that's really struck me about being at Newport all day today, I mean, before we talk about lunch and all that stuff, one thing that really
let's talk about the food.
One thing that really struck me today was just the power of female artists.
Yes.
And the range of female artists, and that just blew my mind. And one of the great highlights for me today was Margot Price, which began with the words, like, I'm such a Margot Price fan, I was waiting for her set to start, out, and it was her first time on the big stage, although Newport has been a very big part of her story, of course. Out comes John Prine, steps up to the microphone and goes, hello, I'm John Prine, and this is my friend Margot Price, and introduces Margot's set, and then it gets better for Matt. Like, you think, like, oh, that's going to be the high point, you know what I mean? No, not Margot. She just went. And the set was so interesting. It was, obviously her songs come from a twangy place or whatever, but her band is just aces. They were hitting some Grateful Dead shuffles, some real, and then she just tears you up with a ballad. John Prine came back out. They did In Spite of Ourselves together, which was great. She played the part of Iris DeMint, and then Margot brought Brandy out, and they did a cover of 9 to 5. And Margot even made a comment like, this place is awesome that so many female artists are such a part of the bill, which, there's a lot of jokes in the festival world that just doesn't happen.
Right, and that's really beautiful for the first day of Newport to connect to the last day of last year's Newport Folk Festival, where Prine had the closing set, and Margot did that song with John Prine. So it was almost like a reprise of that to kick off this year's Newport Folk Festival. And I had my third of my top 3 of the day just changed like minutes ago by seeing the end of Annie Clark's set, St. Vincent today. Played not the main stage, which she's certainly worthy of. She played the smaller quad stage, which is like, we're right now, by the way, for those of you watching, we're in the fort, the actual fort in Fort Adams. And she played the quad stage in the middle of the fort. Just her and Thomas Bartlett, aka Doveman, him on piano and her on vocals, wearing this red dress.
Looks fantastic.
Looked fantastic, of course. And then at the end of her set, she said, okay, we have the possibility of doing a couple of different things. I could do a Joni Mitchell cover and another original.
Yeah, I'm screaming, Joni!
Right, me too. So she ends up doing Court and Spark, which was like definitely the highlight of the day for me.
And with Thomas on piano and some of the reworkings of her songs.
Yeah.
And if anyone has seen the recent St. Vincent tour, this was very different for me.
Yes.
Of course, when she came to WFUV, she performed
Acoustic.
solo, acoustic, on guitar, and she didn't bring out the guitar. But it was just an amazing set, and Thomas Bartlett's piano playing was just beautiful. You know, St. Vincent and I share a birthday.
You do?
Yeah, September 28th.
Oh my God.
And for some reason, I feel like some connection to her. I don't know if that connection is like mutual.
Oh.
But you know when you share a birthday with somebody? And it's also Joseph Arthur's birthday.
I was just going to say, so now you share your birthday with 2 amazing musicians.
What'd you have for lunch?
I went to the vegan stand.
Oh, good. Did you have some beets? The beet thing?
I did not have the beet thing. I had a tempeh bellini with avocado. What did you have?
I shared things with my 2 friends. We had a grilled romaine salad, a grilled Caesar with kale. Mm-hmm. That was delish.
Awesome.
And then blackened salmon tacos and chicken tacos. We all kind of like had little bites of it, and it was lovely. And I wanted to say one other thing about Newport, which is, do you know you can fill up your water bottle for free?
Yes, I did that all day long. In fact,
how amazing is it that there's a festival that's not only not charging you, I mean, you could still buy a bottle of water if you want or whatever, but things like that just make Newport so special. And of course, we took a water taxi here, so there's like sailboat traffic getting in and out. You know, you're like, oh, it's my kind of festival. You know? So it's just been a great day. Anyway, Rita and Carmel, we're here. We're hanging out with NPR Music. We're recording a bunch of sets. Next week, the sets will be on WFUV and on NPR Music. Of course, TuneIn is streaming all of Newport. The rumors are abounding. The truth is, we know a few of them, but we can't tell you.
True rumors.
True rumors. I was right about one of them today.
Yes, you were.
Yes.
Good job.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
David Crosby. No. No, David, yeah. David Crosby. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
David. So tomorrow we know there's many surprises. Sunday we know there are many surprises.
And there's the late night stuff tonight.
Yeah, with Father John Misty's
Father John Misty's tomorrow night. Tonight the Cook brothers are putting on like an all-star show with the Pickens, and then Deer Tick is going to have one of your favorites, Tank and the Bangers.
Oh, I love Tank.
Showing up as a special guest tonight. Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody. We hope you like these recaps.
Tomorrow.
We'll do it again tomorrow if you liked it, and I'll try to fix my hair tomorrow, I think. All right, thank you.
Bye from Newport.